Hey guys, this is the video lecture for the final chapter, chapter 26, which covers oligopoly and strategic behavior, one of my favorite chapters. All right, so as an introduction, think about this. About 130 firms in the US operate as ticket resellers and provide services that are virtually indistinguishable. The ticket resale industry, however, is not readily classified as a competitive industry, whether perfect or monopolistically competitive. So how do economists examine industries that are not purely monopolistic or perfectly or monopolistically competitive? Well, the answer is we look at them and study them as oligopolies, which is what we're going to learn about in this chapter. So our learning objectives for this chapter are to outline the fundamental key characteristics of oligopoly, explain alternative methods of measuring something called industry concentration. So it's kind of a way to measure how close an industry is to monopoly. Being able to understand how to apply game theory to evaluate the pricing strategies of oligopolistic firms. We will also want to be able to identify features of an industry that help or hinder efforts to form a cartel, which basically seeks to restrain output and increase economic profits by mimicking a monopoly. Now, this last section about network effects, we're not going to cover that. You're only responsible for sections 1 through 4 of this chapter. All right, so here's an outline. Again, you're not responsible for section 5. All right, did you know that the Graduate Management Admissions Council, which distributes and scores the Graduate Management Admissions Test, or the GMAT, which is used by business schools to gauge applicants to graduate programs, receives $80 million in annual test fee revenues. A lot of money just for testing students. Now, recently, the GMAT has faced competition from the Graduate Record Examination, which is the GRE. Which is actually the one that I took, the GRE. So this industry of graduate business admission examinations is one example of an oligopoly, right? Not very competitive, relatively few firms, but not a monopoly either, since there's more than one.